advantage. Karpushin's there in the white helmet in third place. Karpushin goes up the inside, but he can't do it. Mitani comes across. He is short place ahead of Mitani. Vaida Pitama looks over his shoulder. There's no contest there. He wins it ahead of Mitani and Karpushin.
Wow, Ramadipa gets fourth place ahead of Gonzalez, Thompson and Pugliese. Fernandez loses out to finish 8th position, and Christian Daniel, Sullivan Mounty round out your top 10. But what about Vaida Pitama, a tactical master?
With him, Brian Iriarte sits into second place. He goes up the inside. Karpushin comes around outside, but it's Brian Iriarte.
Oh,
yes,
a couple of fallers in the background there. Not quite sure who it is. Just for
be critical. They said that in practice, tyre wear was an effect. So let's see what happens. Ready for the start of the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup here at the Saxon Ring Race 2. And the lights go out. Who gets a good start? Karpushin is into the lead from pole position, but the number 51 is right there.
Iriarte leading from Karpushin. Pitama into third, and he's got Thompson for company in fourth.
Has the advantage. They go down the hill. Karpushin in a superb second place. But Joel Pons, he
was Karpushin and Pitama, wasn't it?
That's right. Vaida, there was really not room for that. Vaida actually and holds on to the lead.
Well then, so 3 riders down the first turn. Axtonelli was the other one down with Fernandez, as you rightly pointed out, Peter, with Pons, Thompson, Gonzalez, Beñat Fernandez, Singapong there in 7th place too.
And Vaida Pitama does not want to hang in there. Karpushin goes up the inside. Vaida Pitama tries to go past both of them. Can't quite do it, but he does pick up second place. Brian Iriarte hangs on to the lead to go down the hill, but it's Vaida Pitama who has pushed aside the white helmeted man from Kyrgyzstan.
Of looked like Agostinelli there, and taking the hapless Joel Pons with him.
Right, and obviously they all got up. Good to know. Right,
so the climb up, we have Pitama in the lead then from Iriarte and Karpushin. David Gonzalez.
From the start that he was not going to hang around waiting there. He's taken the lead, but he's already under pressure, and he's passed by Karpushin up the inside. Around the outside is Brian in second place. Vaida slots it, and he's trying to take it back again. But no, Brian Iriarte hangs on to the lead, and in fact, Vaida,
he's just behind Beñat Fernandez, the number 7 for 5th place, and that was a big touch between Iriarte and Gonzalez. From Pitama, isn't it? Bearing in mind, I mean, like many of these riders, he's never seen this place before, but he's riding it like he's ridden around here. Looking back down the order then, where are we at? Thompson 6th place, Beñat Fernandez is ahead of him in 5th, Ramadipa and Singapong 7th and 8th, Dinesh.
To take 4th place, I think, but it's still Vaida Pitama that leads, but only just from Gonzalez.
Dinesh has moved up another couple of spots, Peter. He's up into 7th place now. There he is in the middle of this shot, just behind Fernandez there. So Dinesh feeling a bit more in it. Maybe the pressure's taken off. Maybe Dinesh is feeling a bit more in the groove and a bit more up for the fight now.
Oh my goodness!
And he cuts right across the front of Beñat. Sensational.
Okay, right, it is the 54 of Vaida Pitama that still has the advantage, but only just. The white helmet up to 164 kilometres an hour, 102 miles an hour. They get up to 194 kilometres an hour before they scrub off speed into the left hand.
To pounce on a bunch of these riders that are coming down the waterfall. They fan out 3 abreast towards the penultimate curve. Iriarte up the inside, they go off the track, over onto the black stuff, in towards the final corner. Iriarte has to give away.
First to third, just on the scrub, and the brakes into the left-hander then.
The background, it was Dinesh. Dinesh went down, Peter, in the lead now by 12 points. Here's what happened. He cuts on the inside, he goes wide, he's got a lot of corner speed, too much. He lost the front twice, and the second time he didn't catch it.
Was it Carter Thompson or the actually? So, whatever it was. Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup action. And away they go. Karpushin gets it rolling well. Carter Thompson a little better. In fact, it's Carter Thompson that takes up the lead. But it's our man Brian Iriarte who leads into the first corner. And you can see that dry line forming.
And a few riders getting pushed wide there, but it was the number 7 of Beñat Fernandez taken off. A bit from the grid, and the rider is down in the background. Beñat Fernandez up into 2nd.
That's right. What's his thinking now? Is he still going after Ramadipa, or is he thinking to hold back Clark and Pitama? See the big puck there that the guys run in the wet. It's a thicker than the puck that they run on. Puck there that the guys run in the wet. It's a thicker than the puck that they run on their knees in the dry, so that they're not leaning over quite as far before they feel the track whippling past them. Just 2 laps remaining as they right on his tail now, and Clark has got a superb slipstream. Vader's sitting up and slipstream with both of them. Who's going to fan out? It's a wide drop right on his tail now, and Clark has got a superb slipstream. Vader's sitting up and slipstream with both of them. Who's going to fan out? It's a wide, dry line going as it was the previous lap, but there's only 2 laps remaining, I think. And Vader Pitama going past. And the civilian fight there. He can see what's happening ahead of him. He's had a couple of nasty slows, but did you say that before? Right on the tail of Vader Pitama. They're going to go through now to start the last lap. He can see what's happening ahead of him. But straight back through now to start the last lap. The battle for first. Ryan goes for the late break. Ramadipa goes late. Is he going to run wide? He cuts across Bryant's nose. Absolutely superb. Is he going to run wide? He cuts across Bryant's nose. Absolutely superbly. That was harsh, but past their best. That's right. And Brian now looking for another opportunity to pass. There's plenty of corners here. Oh, it's moving around there. And Ariarte is in second place, chasing Ramadipa. Really, it's got to happen into the last 2 corners. And Vader still knows that he can win this. It's winning this, and he ended up 4th. That was superb, wasn't it? I mean, that was superb, wasn't it? I mean, I said that Vader was looking at. I said that Vader was looking at winning this, and he ended up 4th. To me, that everybody's by Vader still knows that he can win this. If something goes wrong with these turn front, he can pick up the pieces very easily indeed. So Brian, something goes wrong with these turn front, he can pick up the pieces very easily indeed. So Brian Ariarte is in second place, chasing Ramadipa. Anything that Vader can do about it now that he's up into a clear second place, getting faster, but the tyres are getting slower. Right, so it is the 32 of Ramadipa now. We'll see what the gap is. It was now 6, nearly 7 tenths. So, and look at, you can see the bike moving around now as that tyre wear affects the stability as well. You know, it 3 tenths worse than it is. It's not making the bike unstable. You know, it looks worse than it is. It's not making the bike unstable at all. But Ramadipa moving around big time as he came over the hill there and down. Those tyres certainly getting up to a very serious temperature now.
Over the next 7 laps or so, 15, whether it's wet or dry.
Ramadipa moving around. The Japanese, along with the Indonesians and the Thais, know all about riding in the wet, and then showing what you say to be absolutely true at the moment as they go through with 6. What you say to be absolutely true at the moment as they go through with 6 laps remaining. And Clark, the fastest man on the track that time.
Very nicely done.
Clark, the fastest man on the track that time. Last 3 or 4 laps, it's going to be dry almost all the way around here. There is a 13 looking for the points leader Hagendane. It's completely dry there as they tip it. It's 13 points leader Hagendane.
Impressive stuff, as is Brian Ariarte, even with
he's on the black stuff, that's okay. He's going to try on the brakes. He's not going to wait. No, he goes on Charlie. He's going on the brake drive. He's had a lousy drive a couple of times now. He's going to take this one. Then it's just the last corner. He wins it. He's on the block and go on the inside. No, Brian Charlie. If he gets a good drive, he's had a lousy drive a couple of times, but he's only going to keep it safe.
Lineup of new arrivals, perfect for the season.
14 laps then to kick off, and
perfect for the season.
Holding on the brake. And the lights and a great
We've got a
start from the middle of the second row with Marco Morelli.
And it was a cracking launch for the 95 for Morelli, but as I think
we've got a fantastic lineup of new arrivals,
going into turn 2, so he's actually further down, Peter.
Yeah, but that is the front row guys.
We've got a fantastic lineup of new arrivals, perfect for the season.
That is a big old went through the gravel and carrying on. We're coming down the back straight now. I can see Vader Pitama, the 5th.
We've got a fantastic lineup of new arrivals, perfect for the season.
Lucas Brown has crashed as well, someone else down in the background too.
Wants to do it, he's talking about passing everybody at the first corner.
perfect
but
for
as
the
they come around
season.
the final corner then, for the first time, it was Sullivan Mounsey who went down. Oh dear,
We've
what
got
a
a
shame as well. The riders have looked at what happened yesterday and thought, I can't have that kind of mess again. If I have more pace, I need to go for it. Christian Daniel, as you said,
31 of Giulio Pugliese and Hakim Danish on the number 13.
already up into the podium positions.
And Beñat Fernandez, of course, he's already had a win in race 2 at
The sun out there at the moment from these leaders.
And pole time was 2:01.95, and Veda Pitama has just done a 2
day for Rory Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go.
We've got a fantastic lineup of new.
What a lad he is. So Veda Pitama finished up last year in this championship.
We've got a fantastic lineup of new arrivals.